YouTube family, good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, Welcome to another episode. I think this is episode 5 of Sunday Sips with Heff. Um, YouTube world, good morning, good morning. Um, this is another episode of Sunday Sips and Kicks with Heff. I believe this is episode 5. So yeah, I've gotten some good feedback on the videos that I'm doing. A lot of people have told me that they enjoyed seeing the different uh, sneakers that I'm showing and just enjoying the videos. And I guess my excitement for the sneaker makes the video cool. I don't know. But needless to say, definitely excited to keep bringing you guys just sharing a passion of mine, which is obviously sneaker collecting, tied into like art, fashion, all that good stuff. So, yeah, we are going to hop into another episode of Sunday Sips Sunday Sips and Kicks with Heff. Go ahead to coffee real quick. It's nothing like a good cup of coffee. I always say when I was younger, my grandmother was a real big coffee drinker. When I was younger, I would always think like, "Mama, why do you have to drink coffee all the time?" And at 37 years old, yeah, it's nothing like the first sip of coffee in the morning. So definitely excited when I get my coffee first thing in the morning. It's nothing like it. So yeah, we got a couple pickups this week. Nothing too crazy. This was actually a really really big weekend and or weekend and release and sneaker releases. So you had quite a few that came out. Some of your most notables, Vandy the Pink has a collab, or I think it's their second collab with ASIC. And they did the chocolate and vanilla ice cream. I think it was the Kayano 12.1s. Obviously, y'all went ape shit for them. They're sold out everywhere. Um, Now, I obviously did not have an opportunity to get my hands on a pair. If you would like to try to still get your hands on a pair, I believe ASIC has a worldwide drop on the website August the 15th. So may the shoe guys be with you. If you are trying to get your hands on a pair, may the shoe guys be with you because, yeah, you guys are going ape shit for or went ape shit rather for those A6. I mean, they tough, but yeah, y'all went like literally ape shit for those. Another sneaker, another collab that you guys absolutely lost your fucking minds over was the Free to Use 16s. Make Jordan's past 14 actually great again. Yeah, shout out to the boy Dre, the shoe god. I think I've heard him say that a few times. But yeah, man, it's just amazing to me where there was a group of people, like not too big of a pocket, but it was a group of people that said any Jordan past 13 was trash, which is nuts because I mean, yeah, like the way y'all act over 16, 17s, 15s, like it's crazy. But nonetheless, the Free to Use 16s came out. This is a partnership that Jordan Brand does with a Ghanaian clothing brand. And it's super tough. The 16 is crazy. It's like a metallic silver. If you know the thing about the 16s, it has like a lace cover. The lace cover is reversible and has like some type of like wing shit on it. They're crazy. Awake New York actually did a drop yesterday, first come first serve, where they did a first come first serve for those sneakers. And from the looks of it, you guys acted like you never bought a pair of sneakers before, so it went crazy. So unfortunately, I haven't gotten my hands on either one of those. But legend has it that they're supposed to be doing a broader release because they did a release for the youth 16s last weekend, and it sold out almost in like a minute online. And then Awake New York had a first come first serve pop up. Um, yesterday, which was bananas. And then they're supposed to be having a global release on the 15th. Now, if that's true or not, I honestly don't know. At some point, I know I'll probably get my hands on a pair. That and the Vandy the Pink Asics if I can't get for retail. But it's about to be back to school time. Kids go to school soon. So got to kind of put my, joys on pause for a moment just to, I got to handle what I got to handle as a dad first. So, yeah. But that was it that I couldn't get my hands on as a sneaker release for this week. Like I said, it was a big week, but I was able to get a few things and excited to share with you guys. So without further ado, let's go and hop right on into it. So um, I actually think this was a slept on sneaker. Um, I think uh, the way the sneaker game is going now, it's just I like the fact that you can just kind of walk into a store, and I actually got a funny story about yesterday. So I like the fact that you can kind of just walk into a store, um, and you're able to just get certain sneakers, certain shoes, things of that nature. Just like walking in, and the resellers are not as like potent as they were at one point. Um, for some reason, like the jellyfish. Now, I'm not a fan of the Adidas jellyfish myself personally, but like the triple white came out and like they were sitting on shelves, kind of thing. Because every time that jellyfish Adidas Star, whatever the fuck it's called, comes out, they like fly out, like sell out quick. So apparently the colorway wasn't like a good colorway, so I guess the resellers didn't really see any value in it, so they just let them sit. So if you could, you probably got your hands on a pair of jellyfish if you like them at retail. Which shout out to you if you did. I mean, and that's kind of where I like it when you're a sneaker collector, when you're like in the game, especially you've been in the game for as long as I've been in the game. You tend to enjoy the fact that you could just go into a store, buy a pair of sneakers, and enjoy what it is that you bought. So yeah, we're just gonna hop right into this particular um pickup. Now, I got these from Word of Flight Jordan store. There's only one in the US, and yes, it is in Philadelphia. And if you've never been, you should probably try to get in, because I think it's an actually dope store, because it's literally a Jordan store. So I enjoy it. I go there every now and again. Sometimes when they do like major releases, it's like kind of like bananas outside. So I typically don't like going there for major releases if I don't have to. But yeah, but I was able to pick these up, and I was actually able to find they had some Bike Air apparel. Excuse me, Nigel Sylvester, his line. They had some Bike Air apparel stuff still in stock. So if you live in the Philly area and you weren't able to get your hands on any of the Nike Air stuff, the Bike Air stuff rather, you might still have an opportunity to do so. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop into this pickup. I really did like this pair. This was the For the Love of the Game Jordan ones, and I believe the inspo. I know like the inspo for these was when Jordan retired. It was like his letter to the game of basketball as he walked away. But I also think like the sneaker itself is supposed to emulate a basketball. So like the colors are supposed to emulate a basketball. This was a slept on one. Uh, to me, a very, very slept on one. I think it was a slept on one just because like ones, I guess, are not the thing anymore. I don't know. But if this was like 4 years ago, these would have went like quadruple platinum in the hood, like for sure. But yeah, I really, really fuck with these. Good quality on the actual sneaker itself. Obviously, you have a hang tag, and that hang tag just says much love and respect with the Air Jordan Wing logo. Um, it's a so the toe box, it's leather, obviously on the toe box. You have like a more stiffer suede here. And I would say this is also suede, but I think this is like brush suede. Um, but as you can see, it's very good quality. Anytime that you can, change the color of the suede by a swipe, it's just like, that's a really, really good quality. Also on the inside of the ankle of your left sneaker, You have much love and respect also engraved on the sneaker, which I think is cool. So yeah, these didn't make a lot of noise. It's like a Bordeauxish or burgundyish bottom. These didn't make a lot of noise, but I actually thought that this was a solid Jordan. Like I said, if this was a couple years ago, these Jordans would have won like triple platinum in the hood anyway. So, but buy what you like. Wear what you like. You don't have to follow trends. So yeah, so I was able to pick up for the love of the game, Air Jordan ones. And yeah, they might still have some sitting. I believe they do. But yeah, that was the first pickup. Next, I actually missed the actual release for these. I don't actually know when the release was. I think it was like last month. Could have been I think it was July. I think when it came out. I'm not 100% sure specifically, but I just happened to be in the sneaker store and I seen them sitting on the shelf, and I was like, would you guys happen to have this in size so and so? And it was like, yeah. And I was like, oh wow. I didn't think I was going to be able to get these on shelf. So it's an Adidas pickup, size 8. So again, I'm usually a 7.5. Some sneakers I will go into an 8 if I'm using it for something specific and I need a little bit of breathability for my toes. I am a wider foot guy, so sometimes I do need that extra little length, but the Bape and Adidas collab with the Adidas Evo SLs. It's a really popular run sneaker right now. You have a lot of people that actually have these. I have them myself in like regular colorway, so it's a very comfortable sneaker. It's actually a very comfortable sneaker to run in. But the collab to me was just kind of crazy. You have your mismatched color on the actual body of the sneaker. You have your traditional Bape camo. In the sock liner and also in the on the insole. You and that's on both. Let me take these out real quick. Let's take these out real quick. So on both, you have them. So this one's the blue. This is the green. Obviously, you have the Bape logo on the inside of the right sneaker. And then the laces also have that Bape camo. It does come with two separate laces, so they got a blue and a green pair as well. Obviously, I like the contrast, so I like the red that's in it. But to me, it was a solid pickup. I think these were a really cool collab that they did. I wasn't expecting Bape to do like a running sneaker collab because typically, like I know Bape has done like the Stan Smiths, which I have. They also have the Adidas or the shell tops. I'm sorry, which I also have is like a camo, and I think it came out in white and black as well. But I wasn't expecting them to do like a running sneaker collab, so I think that was pretty cool that they did that. And I also like that they have the Bape star check on the outside of the right, the three stripes on the inside, and then the Bape star check on the inside of the left with the three stripes on the outside of the left. So solid pickup for me. I do plan to. I am planning to run in the Philadelphia Half Marathon in November, and these might be on feet for the half marathon. I don't know. We'll see, because we don't technically run the stay fit. We run for the fits. But moving right along, that was pickup number 2. This next pickup, I was super excited about because if you grew up in the era of sneaker collecting like I did, um, when Nike basketball was like a thing, like when Nike had like a roster, and I mean like LeBron, Kobe, KD, just a roster of just talent, and they all had their own signature shoe lines. It was a time, what a time. And that was my high school year. So it was like the early 2000s. So, what a time to be a sneaker collector, into sneakers, because you had choices. You had a lot of options that you could pick from. But also during that time, you had a lot of, this is when like PEs were a thing. So a lot of player exclusives were out then. And unless you were like somebody of stature or of relevance, trying to get your hands on like a player exclusive was like almost impossible unless you were connected and you knew someone, or you just had a shit ton of money that you didn't mind spending to get a player exclusive. Like I said, Nike has been on some shit over the past couple of years. They've been going into the vault, letting some shit fly, and they've also let some PEs fly. So I was able to get my hands on a player exclusive. You see the box. This is from the early 2000s, the old Nike box from the early 2000s. Went 7.5 on those, but I was really excited about this pair. I actually had a pair of these when I was a kid in the red, white, and blue colorway. So to get them in a PE, I was super hyped about. But if you know, you know, you see the name on the ankle strap. You see the number on the back, and you see the colorway. So if you're a like sports fan, which obviously I'm a huge sports fan across sports in general, um, Sue motherfucking Bird. Like these are Sue Bird's um player exclusive Nike Air Hirachi 2K4s that she wore when, when she was playing with Seattle. And obviously it has the Seattle colorway. It has her number 10 jersey number, or her number 10 on the back. Obviously her nickname was Birdie, but bruh, like these, and I don't even play ball no more. Like I did play ball back in the day. I thought I had a career in the A. Not so much, but these right here, like the birdies, come on, man. Classics, man. Like this is a crazy pickup. This may be single-handedly the best colorway of this particular sneaker, in my opinion. Once again, in my opinion, these might be the best sneaker, the best colorway of this sneaker. Obviously, these became famous for Kobe wore 'em, so Kobe kind of made these famous. But bruh, like the Sue Bird PE, Nike Air Hirachi 2K4s with the birdie on the man, stop. So super hype about this pickup. I think this is a good quality sneaker in regards to the materials that they use. Obviously, they used her team's colorway, which was Seattle. Um, and yeah, man, like I'm just happy with this pickup, man. I haven't quite decided like how I'm going to like wear something like this. I don't really care. I just wanted to have it in my collection. And I think sometimes certain sneakers you just buy just to have in your collection, just to have as like a conversational piece or a conversation starter piece. But yeah, man, like super excited about these. These were really, really clean. I think Nike did a hell of a job with these. And it's just, man, like finally got a PE like in person. Like I got in my collection, I have a PE, which obviously I never thought that I would have. So yeah, shout out to Nike for those. Really fuck with that pickup. And then I have one last pickup for y'all. And I got a quick story time for this. So um, yesterday I had a relatively good day. Part of the reason why I missed on two different sneaker releases was due to the fact that um, I had some good news within my family that I was overjoyed and my attention was on that. So I was not focused on sneakers at the moment. And, I got a lot of good news yesterday, and, I was really, really happy. So that's really why I missed out on like going to New York or doing whatever for those two particular sneakers. But there was another release. And I was kind of like 50-50 on that release. But the crazy thing is, I had went to a sneaker store. If you're familiar with Philly, to me the best sneaker store in the city is Lapstone and Hammer. Shout out to Lapstone. That's usually where I go. And I was in there Friday, and when I went into Lapstone on Friday, they told me that this particular sneaker was not on their release calendar, so they didn't think they was getting it. And this is the day before. And then in the process, like I said, of what happened yesterday morning, and then I had a little event that I went to with some family of mine for like a little birthday kickback. um, I just didn't even think to like sneakers weren't even on my radar. And of course, when I got onto social media, I seen that Lapstone posted that they got a late shipment of the exact sneaker that I had asked about, and they will only be available in store only. Mind you, it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I get dressed. I'm headed out to this event. I'm like, let me just stop first to see if they just might have it. Maybe the easiest pickup at such a late time that I've ever had. Um, I wasn't expecting to be able to walk in and get these at retail at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but man, when I tell you I'm glad I did, fan, fan. The patent leather 17s, all black, huh? And as I told you, I was able to get them at retail. The patent leather 17s, all black, retail, and I got them yesterday afternoon around like 4 o'clock. No lie. Wasn't expecting it, but the shoe guides was good to me yesterday. I missed two of the three, but I was able to hit on one. So I'm betting at I'm shooting at like a 33% right now, which is cool for me. Now, ironically enough, I was a little skeptical of the sneaker, and I was a little skeptical of the sneaker only because I just kept thinking to myself like a all patent leather 17. I couldn't see it. Just based on the sneaker, because the sneaker itself is typically a stiffer sneaker. So I really just couldn't see how they was gonna make this like pull this off. Man, these Jones crazy. Like just an all black pair, super clean. I personally am a low 17 low guy. I love the 17 lows. I do have 17 highs, but I'm a low guy. I just think they look better, the silhouette's better, and I personally like the 17 lows over the 17 highs. However, I do have 17 highs as well. But like this particular sneaker by itself, man, it's just like it's such a clean fucking sneaker. Like just a clean sneaker. Nothing to it. It's really nothing to it. Like everything is black. Everything is black. And then you have your chrome, like lace tips, chrome eyelets, chrome Jumpman in the back. And I don't ever peel my stickers off unless I wear them. So my stickers are still on them. But man, like they even came with an extra set of laces with like a little white in the laces. But bruh, like this pickup, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, man, like I'm super excited about the pickup that I got recently. This particular pickup for me, like I said, wasn't really expected because of when I had went to the sneaker store that I usually get my sneakers from. I asked them like, hey, are y'all going to get this? And essentially they told me that they weren't. It wasn't on their sneaker release. And then lo and behold, uh, Brian posted that that they was going to have them. It's first come, first serve, and it was only in store, not online, and I was able to secure them. So I guess some of the perks of when you have a boutique sneaker store in your city or in your area, and the benefits of living close and being able to drive by and get it. So overall, those are my pickups for this week. Obviously, we are a little more than halfway through the year. Sneaker game is absolutely killing my pockets. I again the two that I did miss, the Vandy the Pinks and also the Free to Use 16s. At some point I'll get them, but as of right now, like I said, it's back to school time, so I got to make sure that the babies is laced with what they need. But it's still some heat on the way. The Royal Ones, Sacramento Tens, the white infrared sixes. Damn, like what else is coming? Like I'm trying to think off top. The white, black, and red nines that they're calling the Space Jam nines, the Space Jam 11s, the Monstar Green 11s that are absolutely nuts. Like it's a lot of shit coming. I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford all this shit because bruh, like I'm already poor as fuck. So it's like, what the fuck? Like literally having this, hobby or addiction, as some people will call it, is like, bruh, it's killing me. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I really, really enjoy sneaker collecting, obviously, as you can tell. So, yeah, man, this has been another fun one for me. I got some more to add to the collection, so I'll be putting those away. And yeah, man, y'all know, we getting it, right? So, y'all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to follow me on any of my socials. That's going to be at Heffsquiat, HEFFSQUIAT. Feel free to follow me on any of my socials if you would like to. And like I said, interact with the boy, man. I do tend to, you know, I respond, I comment back. I do follow back on social media. So yeah, man, like check me out. Check me out. I do appreciate y'all for, the support that I've gotten thus far. But like I said, y'all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. And this has been another Sunday Sips and Kicks with Heff. Until next time, you guys have a good one.